This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is Monday, July 24th, and it is pouring out. Pouring, pouring, pouring. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside, but oh, hello, Chris. Long time no see. How was your vacation? It was fine. It was nice. I had a good time. Chris, if you want to come up, I'll send you the link. Yeah, and it's been like that for like an entire week. And it's gonna last another week. Um, yeah, 'cause I don't want to do a big show. Just chat with a little bit about my about my vacation, and it was fun. This is a funny story though. Hello, Mrs. Hopkins. Hello, Brian. Um, because I was going up to northeast Georgia um, to look for some property, and the name of this town was Dracula. And so I get up there. Oh, hello, Chris. So I get up there and I'll hunt for Dracula. And most of you who know probably realize that I'm stupid. The name of the city was Tukula. There was no R. So here I was pronouncing the name of the town wrong. And so I'm looking for Dracula, and it's pronounced Dracula. So imagine my stupidity when I said, "Oh, where's Dracula?" And so I didn't get that property that I wanted in the cemetery. So, and besides that, I got to spend a couple of days with Easy Street with Jen. And if you've gone to her channel, you can see some of the shorts we did.
I
Hello,
bet it
Miss
was nice
Maria.
to get a. I bet it was nice to get a break from Al.
Yeah, it was, but there's a story about that too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no. You just get home, or you been home a while?
No, no. I got home last week. I was supposed to stay a couple of days longer,
Oh, okay.
um, but and fortunately, I was able to, cancel my reservation because I had his son here, helping him out, and he's a school teacher, and he's just a
You
big a
drive there?
moron as
You drive?
so no, so the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, you drive or plane?
No, no, I actually rented a car,
Oh, okay.
and from Tampa to like northeast Georgia
Oh,
for
wow.
a week. It was cheap. It was like $200.
Not bad.
Hello, Miss Addie.
Tom stays in Georgia.
Huh?
Tom stays in Georgia.
Okay. Um, and if you've been following Coachism's channel, he has the Boyd Wrestling. Um, what he's doing is he is showing some premieres of some of the entrants moves of some of the wrestling superstars that are in Boyd Wrestling. Um, Jesse Scott, Honey Bunch, um, um, Savage Live, G Mangos, and of course the Valkyrie. Pretty soon we should see one for Mark Kropka. Chris, and have you ever watched that Boyd Wrestling?
No.
It's actually pretty good because what he does is he has people that run shows and channels and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like a regular wrestling league.
Yeah,
And
I watch AEW and WWE.
okay, oh okay, well he plays this on his PlayStation 5,
Oh, okay.
and it's good. And Miss Bimbo Barbarella is known as the Valkyrie. And my entrance is
Of
so
course.
cool.
Of course, Debbie said.
So cool because I look so mean and angry, and and then I do a sword, and the whole stage goes on fire. Very apropos for me.
Yeah.
So
How long is the
yeah,
drive?
'cause-
How long was
what?
how long was the drive?
Um well, it was like a little bit southeast of Atlanta, so about 7 hours.
Oh, okay. That's long. That's not too bad.
Um,
Okay. Drive all the way
but
through. Did you stop in
but
between?
like I wasn't um, speeding. I wasn't trying to set any speed records. But let me tell you, most of the trip was like 70 miles an hour, and people are passing me, and people are passing me. You know, like they're in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going that fast.
Right.
And then, oh my God, the worst thing I did is yes, yeah, Addie, yeah, but I-75 is a decent road, and it's got its share of traffic, but I was nowhere near Atlanta, so it actually wasn't bad because once you get like north of where I got off, that's when you start to get Atlanta traffic, and you just might as well park your car and sleep because the traffic is so bad there. Yeah, it's so bad there. So anyway, so it felt like a big doofus, um, looking for property in the town of Dracula. But like I said, if anybody knows me, that's kind of a given.
But I will see you later. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I'm glad you had a nice
Okay,
day.
Chris. And hello, Miss Debbie there in the background.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Okay, see, Chris. Okay, see, Chris. And she doesn't want to be on the same show that you're on. Okay, when she's on by herself, she's nice, but she doesn't want to be on the same show with you. Also, Chris, August 4th, the College of Knowledge is coming back, and we're doing a show on the Allman Brothers.
Okay.
And that's going to be actually a little hard for me because
I don't really know any.
uh, you, you'll know a couple of their songs,
I think I
but
have a-
actually we're doing it. We're doing it because that's Mark Kropka's favorite band,
Oh wow.
and he's been bugging us for for the longest time to do it.
Okay.
Hold on, what is this? Oh, okay, Professor Hopkins. So I picked out a ton of Allman Brothers songs. They're 39.
Boy.
I need to trim to that. Oh, and you can also use like Dwayne Allman and Greg Allman. Anybody Allman. You can't use, Dickie Betts or Butch Trucks. None of them. But,
You to do a Molly Hatchet show.
Molly Hatchet is good. Um, um,
Yeah, they're
but I don't think that they're well known enough
right, right.
to do a whole show on them.
Yeah, that's
And Addie says, I know one of them did the horizontal mambo with Cher. Yes, that was, Greg Allman.
John Lennon would be good because we all know what John Lennon's on. That's
Weren't they married for like 9 days or something?
Debbie said weren't they
Okay.
married for 9 days?
Oh, okay. We've done a Beatles show.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't know John Lennon. Oh, the only Beatles that I could actually do good would be Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, Debbie, I'll put that on my list, and if we actually do a Wings show, you better be on it.
Okay, Venus and Mars, they did it with the David Man. I love
Oh
those
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
days.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you like R&B by chance? Do you like any R&B? I never asked.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris, I like pretty much all kinds of music if it sounds good.
Yeah.
If it sounds good.
Oh,
If it's crap, it's
Yeah.
crap.
Right.
It's like the biggest crap band I've ever heard
Yeah.
or have seen live is Motley Crue.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
I think their music stinks.
Yeah.
And I've seen them live twice and they were terrible each time.
Right.
I think they got worse the second time.
Tony Bennett passed away this week. 96.
Yeah, yes, yeah. And
He had a career, man, illustrious career.
yeah, but
You know, I only know what I only know like
I don't think that we could do a show on Tony Bennett.
no, definitely not.
We're not old enough.
Yeah, we're not old enough.
I know very few people that are old enough.
Yeah, thank God.
And if they're that old, they're not going to admit it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And okay, and so speaking of old, Addie says that she likes the Beatles now that she's old. Now that she's old. Oh, come on, Addie. You can't be any older than me. I'm 60, and what are you like 42 years old? Come on. I know she's gonna love hearing that. Um, so okay, Chris, turn that down because I can hear it.
Hear what? I have
Doesn't have
nothing.
anything on.
Yeah, I have nothing on.
Okay, because I'm getting some kind of background. Okay, all right, whatever it was, it stopped. Who knows? It could have been somebody else, but yeah, but I'm just blaming you because you're easy to blame for stuff.
Yeah,
Whether you did it or not,
right.
you're just easy to blame. So.
Yeah. Right.
Addie says, I didn't like the Beatles when I was young. I really wasn't a great big Beatles fan either. I more tended, like the Rolling Stones and more like Black Sabbath and Deep Purple and stuff like that.
You ever heard of a band called?
And even now, there's like a handful of songs I like. Oh, and here's Suzanne Kirby, my friend who lives
Have you heard of Midnight Oil?
like 10 blocks away,
Oh,
and I'm sure it's pouring right down the street. Yes, okay, yes, yes, Midnight Oil by Peter Garrett,
I have
and
two.
they're from Australia.
Yeah, I have
And
two.
Peter Garrett is now a member of the Australian Parliament.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Are you impressed, Chris?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Good, you should be. Good. Oh, because every word that comes out of my mouth is a golden nugget of wisdom.
Right.
Just remember that. A golden nugget of wisdom.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I like your hair color. It looks good on you.
oh,
It
I
does,
just have to do it because
it does look good.
somebody was supposed to come over and cut my hair.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who, but she's in the chat here. Somebody was supposed to come over and cut my hair, and I did a terrible job. It looked like a three-handed monkey did it. And so now I'm going through chemo again, just a little bit. So it's thin, but it'll be back. So let me see. Anybody have anything to chat about? Because let me see. I have been posting some pictures on my Twitter um, about my trip up to northeastern Georgia, and it was nice. Got to go to the Georgia Aquarium, and that's in downtown Atlanta. And that is actually the fourth largest aquarium in the world. And it was pretty big. It was pretty big. And then we went to a petting zoo, me and Easy Street with Jen. And she made a video of me feeding my friend Bob the mule, and I was feeding him lettuce. And then she got a video of some monkeys throwing poop at me. You know why they picked on me? There was like six other people standing around him. No, the monkey looked right at me, pointed at me, and flung a big wad of poop at me.
Oh, bummer.
Said, "Damn monkey."
Anyway, I will
Oh,
have a good night. I'll see you later.
okay, Chris. Well, thanks for coming up.
Anytime.
Okay, so Brian says, you know what to be a cool video? Let's decipher who is the best country star? Johnny Cash to Hank Williams Sr. to Garth Brooks to everybody else. Um, I'm not a big Garth Brooks fan. I like Hank Williams Jr. because he was pretty rockin'. Um, and I liked all of the Johnny Cash songs from like the American releases. I think he did four of them. And of course, one that everybody knows is Hurt, his cover version of Nine Inch Nails. Okay, Addie, and so the monkeys throwing poop at me means that they like me? Okay, well then I need to send that monkey a letter because I wrote a very nasty letter to the monkey. So, so I'll just say, sorry, monkey, I apologize. Oh yes, Addie. I love Hank Williams. Oh, the third too. Yeah, because he's kind of punky. He's got some, he's got some kind of punky songs. He reminds me of a band called Jason and the Scorchers and Social Distortion. They were like real punky country, if you've heard of any of those bands. Yes, a apology is warranted. Okay, well, I'll have to draft it up and yeah, but I don't know the monkey's name. I just called him, "Oh, you son of a bitch." Maybe he'll know that. Fortunately, though, I didn't get hit with the poop, but he threw it at me nonetheless. So, what's coming up? There's no College of Knowledge until August 4th. Like I said, Allman Brothers. I know Easy Street with Jen has her YouTube movie show coming up. And when I was there visiting her and she was doing it, we had a 45-minute problem. So I actually solved the problem. With my hammer technique. Just a couple of whacks, to the computer with a hammer. And that always seems to work. Just don't hit the screen. You can hit the tower, you can hit the body. But don't hit the screen because the screen will definitely cause problems. Does anybody, got anything important to say? I'll put the link out there again. Anybody wants to come up and chat? And you know what? And you know what is annoying? I've had this earworm of a song in my head all morning long. It's the song I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats. And I was chatting with a friend of mine, CJ, who lives in England, and she posted that, said that she doesn't like Mondays. And I responded, and the silicone chip inside her head got switched to overload. And so all day long I've been singing that song. And the bad thing is I know all the words to it. So not do I just get stuck with the earwig of like the first two lines, I get stuck with the earwig of the whole song. I'm saying, oh man. Okay, who out there has a song that's like an earwig for them? And if you don't know what an earwig is, it's a song that just gets stuck in your head for an entire day, maybe a couple of hours, and it's just running in your brain. Who has a song like that that they would consider an earwig? It could be from today, could be yesterday, could be last week, but Addie, oh come on, I'm sure you've had an earwig. And Suzanne, I know you had an earwig. Because sometimes when we're driving, we both we both, get the same song stuck in our head. Addie, I saw the sign by Ace of Base, yeah. I really wasn't a fan of that song or that band, but I know it. And I can see how that can get stuck. That can suck. Ah, Mrs. Hopkins. And now here's a very obscure band called Aqua. There's I'm just a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. And so many Mrs. Hopkins, and so many people have asked me, "Oh, Bimbo, have you seen the Barbie movie yet?" I said, "No." And they said, "Oh, you need to go see it. You need to go see it." Uh, I just don't know if I could torture myself just to see that movie. I really don't know if I could take that kind of torture. Brian says, I heard Karma Camellia today from Culture Club. Ew, I can't stop torturing myself and your wife. Oh my God, you're putting her through it? And so what are you singing it loud? Oh, you're singing it at the dinner table? Comma, 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 chameleon. If you were singing that at the dinner table, I'd hit you on the head with a plate. And so Suzanne says that she loved that song Barbie. Just a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. And that's pretty old. I forget how old that is. But, oh. Hello, Mr. Bopak. Mr. Bopak, okay, Aqua and Toy Box, great bands. Okay, Mr. Bopak, what's a earwig song that you had recently? Good old days, yeah. And yeah, because we always listen to stuff by the 80s. A lot of stuff by the 90s I really wasn't into that much. And a lot of the 2000 stuff I was not into. So Brian says, I'm throwing up, Bimbo, thank you. My wife hates me. Well, I say that I agree with her. Because if somebody was sitting at the dinner table going, comma, 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 chameleon, I would be tended to hatred too. I want to thank you for being on my channel, but I would hate you too. Tarzan and Jane, Bopak, oh God. Debbie and Dave. My earwig is Maxwell Silverhammer. Oh God, the Beatles. Oh, and that's in one of that like 5-song where they do like five 1-minute songs in a row. Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer came down upon her head. Clang, clang. And Bopak says, that's my favorite Beatles song. No, that can't be right. Boy George. Oh, have you guys seen Boy George lately? He really, I don't think, has really changed that much. He looks a little older, but he still kind of looks the same. And um, um, and there's a lot of people I know that um, they're very fortunate that they really haven't aged that much. I mean, because without, self-bloviating, I look about the same as I did when I was 40 as I do now. So that's good. Yeah, Debbie and Dave, oh, haven't seen you guys in a while. It's nice to have you back. Oh, God. You know what? And we were talking about the Beatles earlier. I mean, they did have some bad songs. They did. They did. And they were trying to be creative. They were trying to. A lot of their stuff sucked. Some of it was good. But there's a lot that really stunk. Bopak says, I'm not a big Beatles fan, but that album and song I can get down with. Okay, Billy Idol. It was either White Wedding, Dancing with Myself. He had a couple. Debbie and Dave says we've been on the low. Yeah, so that's why it was actually almost refreshing not to be, on YouTube. However, over at Jen's house, she was running a live stream, and a lot of my friends here wanted to see me dance like a monkey. White Wedding, yeah. Monet, 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 Monet. And White Wedding, Bopak. There's a cover version of that by Rob Halford and oh God, I can't think of her name. She's the lead singer of In This Moment, and it's very good. It's very horror-ish. Oh, what's her name from In This Moment? Damn, I forget. But yeah, but check that out. It's called Black Wedding. Debbie and Dave, yeah. And you know who else was a band, Debbie and Dave, that sounded a lot like the Beatles? They were early 70s, a band called Klaatu. Oh, did somebody say dance monkey? I am not dancing like a monkey on my own stream. And Miss Easy Street with Jen is here. Nice to see her. I think when I was up to visit you, I brought down the rain, because it has rained every single day since I got back from Dracula, Georgia. Saturday morning, it was raining, and I was mowing the lawn, and it wasn't like a hard rain. It was just like a nice wispy kind of rain. Ah, it was righteous. It was just nice and cool and oh, Bon Jovi. Oh, yeah, yeah, Brian. Maria Brink. Yes, Mrs. Hopkins. Yes, Maria Brink. I'm gonna have to come up with a professor name for you because Easy Street with Jen is the historian, and maybe you'll be the Google queen or something like that. Yeah, because I'm going to make up a whole new book because my College of Knowledge book is completely filled. And that's what like I said, we're going to start with the Allman Brothers on August 4th. I think we were doing 12 songs, hopefully 10, but did those. No, the Stones, they did a song called Dance Little Sister. Not Dance Little Monkey. Dance, Dance Little Sister, Dance. And it's off of the it's off of the It's Only Rock and Roll album. Well, okay, well, good thing that I can use some Dwayne Allman and some Greg Allman. I don't know. Maybe I can be. Oh, hello, Donna, and I know that Suzanne was just up here. Um, Maybe if somebody dares me, um, like Miss Leah Sugar Bridges, if she dares me to do the Dance Monkey Dance, I will. The B-52s, yes, the B-52s. When we were in Athens, Georgia, they played at a club there called the 40 Watt. And on my Twitter, I have some pictures of me in front of the 40 Watt. And one of my favorite bands of all time got their start there called the Drive-By Truckers. Um, yeah, Don Henley actually had like two good solo albums. And Glenn Frey, um, um, he had a decent one too. Strobe Light B-52s, and they did Love Shack and My Own Private Idaho. Oh, they had a lot of songs. They had a lot of songs. Oh, hello there. Oh, Hedley Lamar. Oh, Give Me Back My Man. Yes, yes, Bopuck. That's a good B-52 song. I've got three of their albums. I've got the first one and a greatest hits CD. And now that's another band that's if the College of Knowledge did, pretty much everybody would have the same songs. That's why sometimes it's good to do a band like Deep Purple, like the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, because there's so many different songs that you can choose from. Even the Eagles. We've never done the Eagles. And the name of the band is not the Eagles. It's just Eagles. Oh, well, okay, Donna, you just saw him at Foxwoods Casino? Oh, what, you were up in Connecticut? I bet it was nice and muggy up there, huh? Yeah, and I'm sure that Easy Street with Jen probably has a shorts on her channel, and I'll drop the link if you don't have it, because she's like the queen of shorts, and I'm sure that she. Oh, as a matter of fact, I know she has a short there. I know she does. And how do I know? Because you can hear my stupid yap in it. That's how I know she has it. And here is her channel. Feel free to join, and whenever you're on her stream, give her a thumbs up. So let me see, Wednesday I gotta go to Moffitt again, because I need to get 2 more of the little cancer booster shots for my blood, and then I'm done. So that's good. And like these little booster shots, and they're just like little, pin pricks, just like a little zzz. So it's not anything bad or, life-threatening. It's just to like try to quell this blood cancer that I have, that they say is really nothing to be concerned about. Okay, good night, Mr. Brian. Thank you for coming up. You know that you're always welcome here, my friend. Yeah. Oh, okay, Donna. Yeah, because Suzanne was supposed to come over and cut it, and she never did. So I tried to do it, and it looked like, and I did such a bad job that it looked like I cut my hair with a pair of pliers. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. And then I've been losing a little bit from the chemo, but that's all gonna come back. So, like I said, check out Easy Street with Jen's shorts and videos, because there is a video there where she's making crab cakes, and I got to eat a crab cake, and it tasted like crab. So that's always a plus, when the food that you're cooking tastes like the food it's supposed to be. So let me see, I definitely was not gonna stay on for too long tonight, because I really got nothing to do tomorrow, but it's gonna rain all day tomorrow. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. And if you saw my Twitter, today I took in my bass guitar to get repaired. And what happened is, like, the jack, like the cord that goes into the input jack, broke the plastic plate that the jack sits in. And a lot of times, I will blame the cats for doing things. But this time it was the cats, because, upstairs here I have, one, room with my guitars and keyboards and drum machine and stuff like that. And I usually keep it closed because I don't want them running in there. But it wasn't closed, it was my own fault. And I'm sitting here and I hear crash. So they had knocked it over. So, Mrs. I only know how to cut curtain bangs. Well, I would. So Lamar, you're hot and dry. Well, here we're hot and moist. And Addie says that I cut my own hair because it's wavy, yeah, and it hides mistakes, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you got wavy hair, you can get away with okay, because my hair's not completely straight, but it's straight enough. And Suzanne usually, cuts it. So and Donna's a good friend of hers, so we should all, get Donna to tell Suzanne that I was talking bad about her on my stream because she didn't cut my hair when she said she was gonna. I can't blame the cats for that one. I blame Suzanne for that one. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins, what is it, like 119? Over in like Lake Havasu City, it was like 119. If it gets any hotter, the stones on the London Bridge are going to start melting, and the whole bridge is going to fall into the Colorado River. See, Addie, but sometimes, like today, it really wasn't all that hot because it was raining all day. It's like when there's no rain, and that's when you can get like the humid air. But like today, it poured all day. And I was lucky when I took those couple of pictures that the rain had stopped for, like 18 minutes. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, and I know, and Mrs. Hopkins has her own streaming channel, so we want to see Mrs. Hopkins fry an egg on a sidewalk. Everybody needs to do that because she'll be on the panel August 4th. Reminder to fry an egg on the sidewalk. Yeah, oh, Debbie and Dave, I've never seen that one. However, I do know for a fact that a lot of the people that you see on YouTube playing guitar, it's fake. It's phony, it's staged, it's pre-recorded, and I know that for a fact. And the reason I know is because I'm not that great, but I can listen to what they're playing and see their string and see their hand move on the strings, and they're not playing what they're playing. What, Daddy?
I'm trying to find all the other cats that are outside. There's nobody outside there right now.
Well, that's because it's raining and they're hiding.
They just let them be outside.
Yes, just let them be, unless you
Some
wanna.
of the cats, I went out there, but it's starting to get a little heavy, a little more.
Yeah,
And I
unless you
called them,
want.
I feel like I'm running out yet.
Oh, Cat
The
Daddy.
cats are in already, you know, one of the
Yeah.
cats-
Oh, okay, Cat Daddy. We got plenty of places out there for the cats to
I know there's plenty of
find
places.
shelter. Cats and the cats are singing.
Back of the milk.
It's just a shot away. Give me shelter. Yes, yes, Addie. No, no, trust me. And I actually saw that on somebody's channel, and so I started looking. And yeah, you can see that what they're playing is not what's playing, musically. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, Debbie. Oh, Debbie and Dave. Yeah, that may be fine. Yeah, that may be fine. I'm sure, I am sure that there is, I would say a majority of it is real. And if she played with Steve Vai, and if you don't know who Steve Vai is, he's a guitar virtuoso. He's up there with Yngwie Malmsteen and Eddie Van Halen, Joe Satriani. Yeah, but I don't know. And that's just my own thing that I noticed. I mean, it's really not that big a deal. It's not going to change, the course of my life. So, let me see. It is coming up to an hour, and I'm might do a show on Wednesday when I get back from Moffitt's, or maybe Friday if I talk to Mark, see maybe if Mark wants to do something. And I am working on a song, and it's actually coming out good because the song is easy. I'm sure you've all heard the Johnny Rivers song, Secret Agent Man. Well, yes. Oh, Addie, yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, because it's true. It's amazing how talented some kids actually are. Because I know my mother for a fact. She had never, ever taken a piano lesson, ever. And she said one day she just, started playing it. And she could play. Like she'd been taking lessons for 10 years. None of that talent rubbed off on me. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm my own worst critic. But yeah, so anyways, and so this week I'm going to work on Secret Agent Man. Because there's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. And the song is so easy to play. And when I say a song is easy to play, trust me. Oh, trust me. You could. Hello, Simple Life. How are you? Nice to see you. You know, you're always welcome. And I was just telling people about my little vacation trip up to northeastern Georgia, and I did have fun, and it was much needed just to get away. But I still had to call every morning to make sure that all the animals got fed. I had to make sure that his son fed Cat Daddy, that he gave him food, that he gave him his medicine, and his son actually, he did a decent job. He's kind of a Yetz. I don't know what word a Yetz is, but it's probably not good. A Yetz. A Y-E-T-Z. Yetz. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. I got to meet Miss Easy Street with Jen. And if you follow her channel, you'll see yours truly on a couple of videos. So, good. We had a good little decent crowd. Like I said, it's an hour. And that's enough for me today because I had to go shopping with Al. Had to go pay the cable bill. Had to bring my guitar in to get fixed. Had to go to Sam's Club. And now, you know, I don't know what part of the country everybody lives in, but everybody is probably in access to a Sam's Club. And you know, a lot of times I'll intentionally wear clothing that I don't know, probably could be called inappropriate. So anyway, so there was this guy, and I was getting, you know, cat food and just stuff on the list, and Cat Daddy, he was sitting waiting in like the checkout area because his legs have been bothering him. So, you know, so he, you know, really couldn't walk. But when it came time to pay, he was able to walk up to the register. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, Simple Life. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sitting in this Waffle House. Waiting for Jen, and some guy, and there was some officer, and she, oh, hi, officer, how are you? You're looking good. And I don't know whether he was just shocked or something, because he kind of had almost like a look on his face, but he didn't arrest me, so that's a plus. So anyway, so I'm at Sam's, and some Yetz, I'm gonna start using that word, Yetz, because this guy was a Yetz. He'd been following me around for a while, and he says, "Boy, you sure are pretty." is you married? And I looked at him because he had this real, okay, because I didn't do the draw right. He said, howdy, ma'am. You sure is pretty. Is you married? And so I looked at him and I says, no, I'm a robot. And he just looked at me with his dumb Yetz look. Eh, eh, eh. So, so I had somebody today in Sam's Club believing that I was a robot. And that cheers me up. But this guy, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, cool, Jen. Yeah, I'll give you a buzz as soon as I get done here. If you see this, she has some files. And there's one here where I meet a new friend at the little petting zoo we went to, and it was such a nice little zoo. It was one walking trail. They had a lot of cool animals. I mean, it wasn't crowded, and you got to get lettuce and give the animals lettuce. And so I met this really friendly donkey named Bob, and you'll see the conversation that me and Bob had. It's well worth the price of admission. So, okay, so it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour. I really haven't had anything to eat today. I had two sausage hot dogs at Sam's Club, and believe it or not, they're really not that bad. Yes, and yeah, and there was lots of shade. It was right on riverbank, and it's a nice little sanctuary, and the price wasn't bad, and we spent probably like 2 hours just walking around, just having fun, looking at because they had like chickens and peacocks just walking around, walking down the road, la 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 la. So, okay, so guys, I'll be back Wednesday after my cancer treatment. I'm gonna talk to Mark and see if he wants to do anything Friday. I don't know, maybe might do a trivia show. Haven't done that in a while. We'll think of something. We'll think of something. Okay, guys. As I say at the end of every stream, I want to thank everybody who has taken the time to come on my channel, who has participated in my channel, and who follows my channel. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I don't know what they're supposed to do, but everybody, wants one, so find it in your heart to give it to me. A thumbs up. There's probably a lot of things that you want to give to me, like a whack on the head with a pipe or something like that. But like I said, I want to thank every single person for coming up here and chatting with me. because I do this because I enjoy doing it. And the more that I enjoy doing it, the more apt I am to, try to be funny, try to, enlighten people in some ways. And just remember that the reason I don't like Mondays is that the silicone chip inside my head got switched to overload. And I'm not going to go to school today. I'm going to stay at home. My ex used to tell my kids he was going to put a thumb up their ass. Okay, Miss Addie. And that is the perfect way to end the show. Words of wisdom from one of the professors of the College of Knowledge. Oh, Professor Addie. So, and we had Professor Bopak. We had Professor Jennifer Snapdragon. We had Professor Mrs. Hopkins, and she probably had Mama B there watching. So, I'll see y'all later on this week sometime. I really don't know when, really don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna do the monkey dance, so don't ask. There's only one person that can ask if I do the monkey dance, and that's Miss Leah Sugarbritches, and she has to officially dare me to do it. So I know she was on earlier. Oh, so Mama B is 91 today? Yeah, because if you remember a couple weeks ago on my College of Knowledge show, we had a little birthday cupcake for her, and she blew out the candle. So that was nice. Okay, guys. See y'all later, because I gotta eat something more than 2 Sam's Club sausage hot dog things. All right. Bye-bye.